To most of us, a great wine is determined by taste. To achieve the perfect flavor, a winemaker will run a series of scientific tests throughout the production of wine, starting with the selection of grapes and ending with bottling the finished wine. We meet up with Steve DeFrancesco, winemaker at Glenora Wine Cellars, to learn about the chemistry behind the taste we all love to savor. While there are a number of lab tests Steve conducts throughout the wine production, he explains to us the importance of testing stability levels, pH balance, and sugar before fermentation.
What we're doing on the tank of wine that's outside at the moment is we've set up different levels of the fining agent, which is bentonite, which is going to make it heat stable so it doesn't throw a protein haze. And we want to be sure we add no more than we need to, because if we add too much, it's going to be very stable, but it's going to be stripped out. So we want to just add just enough to make it stable without affecting the flavor. Bentonite is a clay that comes from Colorado and Wyoming, and it has a charge, a slight charge that I believe is negative, and that is opposite of the charge of most of the proteins. So it just is a very weak static charge, just like a balloon that you rub on your shirt and then it sticks to the wall. The same thing with this. It's a very slight charge that will react with the protein and then drag that down to the bottom. pH is very important to the stability of wine and the how well it's going to age and do the things it needs to do. So that's probably the most important test there is. That and the sugar before fermentation. You need to know those two things if nothing else. Sodium hydroxide is used to check the total acidity. We can check the sulfur as a kind of a simple test here. We can test for volatile acidity, which would be vinegar. And then pH, as I mentioned before, is very important, and we have a nice new pH meter and a boliometer for alcohol. And there are other things that are more sophisticated than this lab needs to be that we would like to check occasionally, like microbiological stability or even phenolic assays in reds. Those kinds of things we would send out to a lab.
Bottling wine at Glenora is a well-oiled process. Take a walk with us as we follow bottles along the line.